when I'm curious, when I have a question, but I'm an only child. So I feel like that helps that because I spend a lot of time alone, growing up. So I don't, yeah, I feel like I have a good relationship with him. So I don't, and then,
Is there another pair of headphones over there? I'm listening, sweetheart. You know I'm listening. Can you grab
oh,
it
I'm
for me?
trying to see.
You
You
have
don't
a
see the
pair?
other ones? I see one, two.
Just yeah, those. Yeah,
Okay.
I'll take them. I'm listening though.
Just I feel like I'm cool with that. Like I have a good relationship spiritually. It's not dependent upon following when something's wrong or just thankful. I feel like it's an everyday thing.
Okay.
Clicked up.
We clicked up. Whoa.
I do think though, like I noticed, like for example, you just gotta have a balance. You gotta have a relationship with God and not just praying when things go wrong.
Praying when things go wrong. Lord,
That sets up the wrong type of.
has God left you on red?
Yeah. Yeah, but
Why God leaving people on red?
I don't know. Like I really don't have an answer
Ooh,
for all
that's
that. That's
that's the
parental stuff.
question
Yeah.
tonight.
Sometimes you just gotta figure stuff out on your own. But He's never abandoned me. He might have left me on red,
God
but
has
He's never
never
abandoned
abandoned.
me. I said me.
Oh, this gonna be
Me.
good, good, good. You might want to tune in, child.
Uh oh. Uh-oh. God abandoned you, son?
No.
Okay. I just want to make sure. I was like,
You finna bang on God, Zo? What you on, Zo?
Send us a link out.
Hmm?
Send us a link out.
Yes.
And I've been watching it with people.
Those are you. Tell me if you can hear. Everybody, hit the like button. Can you hear?
Yeah.
Okay. So this might be it. Yeah.
Many people in your history have said God is omnipresent. Many people on the planet have lost sight as to what that actually means. For something to be truly omnipresent, it actually has to be not only everywhere, the only way it can be everywhere is if it's everything. Many people still confuse this idea and think, well, yes, okay, God is everywhere, but over there, not here. I'm here, but God's over there. Or maybe God comes to within inches of me, or maybe right at my skin, but then there's me. There's still a separation. You have to be made of God because there's nothing else to be made from.
Ooh.
There is nothing else. All that is literally all that is, by definition. Therefore, of course, it's omnipresent, because it is everything. That's why it is a misunderstanding.
A misunderstanding.
When people on the planet talk about the idea of God's will.
Huh.
Because they don't understand that God's will is your will. And your will is God's will. Because you are a unique perspective of God.
Wow.
And God's will is that you have your own will
Huh.
to be who you are uniquely, so that all that is can experience the unique perspective that you are. So there is no such thing as God forcing its will on anyone. Why would it do that when it's already everything that there is? There's nothing to force its will on, because it's already experiencing every possible perspective it can be experiencing. So what does it need to change? You see the logic of this?
Blasphemer. You not finna do this to me. Who was his eyes closed when he was talking? Had his eyes closed and his hands folded. Yeah, that's Bashar, right? Bashar, yes. That's a clip where he says, "You are God experiencing itself." This is about to be deep. Listen, I had to bring in some reinforcements for tonight's topic. It's important that we do this. We need perspective. And what better perspective than a spiritually inclined sister, a black woman. Let me tell you something, boy. A black woman. Say it all the way. A black woman, man. We need a praise break on black women alone. Let's get it. My. Yes. Won't he do it? Ladies and gentlemen, she's back in the building. Precious. This is our spiritual advisor. This is the spiritual advisor for the VOR, man. We're here.
Yes.
Talk to us, sister. How you been?
Oh, I've been good. Pretty fair for a square.
Yeah, pretty fair for a square. Don't flare up on me up in. Come on, I love it. Hey, we in here tonight, and tonight's topic is a deep one because a lot of people struggle with this idea, right? A lot of people struggle with this idea. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I got you. Yeah. And that is, people don't want to say it, but sometimes they feel divinely fumbled. Sometimes they feel like God is silent, like a parent, like God is absent. Andy said, "Are you talking to me?" Like, hey, did God leave my text message on red? God is responding to my prayers like dismissive avoidance respond to text messages? God is just not going to read it? Are you divinely fumbled? Has God been an absent parent in the lives of the children, of his children, and creation? Is this why most of our intimate relationships are so hurtful? Because in attachment theory, what happens is if you have a parent that is not attuned to your needs, chances are that child is going to develop manipulative strategies in order to get that attunement from the parent. And if they can't get it from the parent, they're going to take it into adult relationships and use that, that coping mechanism to get it from their partner.
Survival.
My God. Has God put us into spiritual survival mode by appearing silent, indifferent? Did God fumble us? Are we divinely fumbled? Has God been an absent parent in the lives of his children and his creation? This is going to be deep. Are our intimate relationships designed to facilitate self-individuation, self-actualization, as Carl Jung, labeled it individuation, as that suggests, which could potentially lead us back to divine individuation, where we merge with God? What is individuation, Zoe? Carl Jung said individuation is when you merge your shadow with your mask. Your mask is your performance piece. That's your makeup, right? That's how the world sees you and how you want the world to see you. That's the presentation, the representative, as they say, right? That's your best foot forward, the mask. But the shadow is the mess. And the mess you loathe. You can't have a real relationship with a real person until you become a whole person yourself, according to Jungian philosophy or psychology, right? Now, what about individuation with the divine? Merging with the divine. Could intimate relationships be a co-facilitator of that type of individuation? Following the logic of attachment theory, many insecurities and insecure attachment styles arise from the lack of emotional attunement provided by our primary caregivers. If God is our spiritual primary caregiver, has God missed numerous opportunities to attune to our psycho-spiritual needs? This is ugly. It's gonna get ugly tonight. See, I ain't the type of dude that puts on content that's goofy and silly. Oh, I'm too good for, what was that? I'm too good for, what's that restaurant called?
Cheesecake Factory.
I'm too good for cheesecake. We don't do Cheesecake Factory conversation here. You know, I'm too good for Ruth Chris. We got to do Maestro's or Mr. Chow. We got to do something special. I need to be able to photograph this meal tonight. I need to be able to put it on the gram. See, we don't do that. I don't do eyelashes. The eyelashes is too big. She's about to fly away. The wind is gusted. I don't do these types of conversations. I do the real stuff, right? That relationships are made of. You know, relationships are made of mess.
Right.
And it's our presence, our peace, and our calmness in the mess that creates healthy structures. Are y'all ready to do this work tonight? 1-800-920-1580. Sister girl, what are your thoughts on this topic? Is it radical? Is it out of the box? What are we doing?
It's juicy in the right way.
Hey!
It's the unspoken parts of relationship that, excuse me, I'm so busy trying not to breathe on this thing. But it's the unspoken parts of relationships that people need to understand.
Right.
And when they understand better, they can show up better. So this is what it is.
It's going to hurt.
Good stuff. It does hurt.
It's going to hurt. So God is the Father, right? We call him the Father. And you hear, we had a sister in here just a minute ago say, I got a relationship.
Right.
And I'm not, everybody I talk to, I'm not religious, I'm spiritual. Everybody I talk to, and I got a relationship. Do you?
Right.
Can you have a relationship with God if you have a toxic one with yourself?
Well,
Ooh.
you can.
Talk
but
to
you're
me.
not at the moment.
Come on.
Yeah, absolutely.
Come on. So I believe God as a frequency. I believe God as a vibration, right? You have to tap into that, right? People think if it's not easily accessible, it might not be worth the effort. Right?
Microwave.
But and they say, wait a minute, Zoe, who told you that? Everybody who said love shouldn't be hard or relationships shouldn't be hard. And I'm not advocating for difficult relationships.
Right.
I'm not advocating for abusive relationships, disrespectful relationships, relationships where people are not paying attention. I'm not advocating for that. But somebody told somebody that relationships are supposed to be easy. Right? And did God give you the partner that was difficult? I mean,
you do hear that. Love should be easy. Define love, right? That's a not easily defined construct.
First off, it's not a construct. See, the moment, love like God, the moment you make it into a construct, that's when you make it so you can understand it. Like, so you think the word represents the reality. Do you see what I'm saying? Alfred Korzybski said it this way. He said, he called them linguistic maps. He said the map is not the territory. The map is not the reality. Sometimes we will take the word. I take you at your word.
Right.
But what is the reality of the person? Do you see? So if God is our primary spiritual caregiver,
Mm-hmm.
and you have this overwhelming sense that maybe God has put you in a situation, a relationship that is unfulfilling, do you think God did that for no reason? And if there is a divine reason behind it, what is it?
Well, first of all, God gets blamed for a lot,
Uh-uh.
right? We have to take into consideration the soul at some point in our evolution. The soul chose it. So it's not that God is putting you in it. God allowed for the situation to happen because this is what the soul chose before it came into being.
See, she getting into the university of you, the university of relationship. God done established a university where it experiences itself through the vehicle of relationship. Is that what you're telling me?
Absolutely.
Go deeper, please.
Absolutely. So, you know, we kind of touched on it before when I was here before, but I want to go back further. It's about the soul's evolution, right? So this involves reincarnation. There's a reason that therapists refer clients to me, because the therapist is going to take care of your behavior and what has happened,
the thought process.
But they send you to me to take care of your soul,
Ooh.
right? And so when we start to talk about the soul, we have to also consider the origin of the soul. Where did it come from? What have you experienced before in other lifetimes? And you exploring the Akashic records is wonderful if you can afford it. But everybody can afford that. So understanding how your soul is showing up lifetime after lifetime will help you understand why you chose this brand of pain when you came into this life. But you came in for the pain.
Now this deep. See, hold on. So our soul is a piece of God.
Absolutely.
Right? That's what connects us.
Absolutely.
Oh, this deep. So it reminds me of the Quran when Allah is creating Adam. And it said, it took him from Hamun, right? Black mud, the soil. And then shaped him and fashioned him, right? Into a body. And then it said, Allah blew into his nostrils a piece of his soul, Ar-Ruhu, right? The soul of Allah, Ar-Ruhu Allah, and blew that into the nostrils of Adam, and then said, Kun fayakun, exist and be, right? So when you're talking about us being a piece of God, is God relating to itself when we're in intimate relationship with a different aspect? And is God saying, through your ego, you can't connect to me, or I can't connect to the divine in you, and you can't connect to the divine in me. So through your ego, we have to get this ego to the side so we can reconnect this divine or this divinity that makes us one. Is that true communion? Think on it. Think on it when we come forward. Oh, Lord. Lord have mercy. Precious is in here tonight. We finna cook up. Call us. Let's get it. Woo!
Chat going.
Yeah, they in here wilding. She see y'all.
How you doing?
I love it. Y'all in here. Y'all doing y'all thing. Better than last night. Oh, okay. Come, hey, tapped in. Hey,
You was waiting on that part.
tapped in. Come on. I love Nikki. Nikki, you got to call in. Oh, my God.
That's 323-235-4243. Join YJC and create change. When we fight, we win. Take the LA Talk 1580, your voice for justice. This is a community call to action.
Nikki is wildin'.
1580.
I love Nikki. Yeah. No chest cold tonight.
Who was that?
That's Nikki talking. Said the girl had a chest cold because her chest.
Really?
Boy, hey, let me tell you something about my chat room. They listen. If they, let me tell you, this chat room, if they sense something is off with your spirit, they gonna come for it. They gonna be like, who's all got up in there? Who
They own it, huh?
this nigga up on that nab? They all turn into Steven when the spirit is off. They be like, I know Calvin, but this nigga, who this fancy nigga on that nab? They don't like none of that. Look, it was a lot.
It was a big one.
Way off. Times two. Okay, tapped in. Okay. All that silicone was distracting.
Oh, they going in.
Said they going in. They. My bad for having eyes.
Just a little. Okay.
That just because you're becoming more spiritual, that you won't have any challenges anymore. Just the opposite is the case. You have more challenges because you're more capable of handling them. Now, here's the funny part. One of the biggest surprises of awakening is not that you float around in perfect bliss, but that it becomes almost impossible to fall in love again, at least in the way you used to. The swooning raptures, the feverish anticipation, the little dramas and sentimental scribblings, all of that becomes strangely unconvincing. It isn't that you've lost the capacity to love. Far from it. In fact, love becomes richer, deeper, quieter. But the old game of projection and pursuit just doesn't work anymore. You can't unsee what you've seen. You know now that most of what passes for romance is simply two hungry selves making arrangements with one another. And once you've spotted the trick, it's very hard to be enchanted by it again. So there you are, alive, awake, full of wonder, and at the same time utterly incapable of falling in love in the way the world has so long instructed you ought to. What we ordinarily call falling in love is in truth a curious kind of hypnosis. You meet someone and suddenly the mind begins to weave. Like a spider spinning threads of memory, desire and projection. until you are no longer relating to the person at all, but to a tapestry of your own imagination. And then, quite intoxicated by your own creation, you say, I am in love.
Man, listen, Alan Watts, he out here sniping.
That's everything right there.
What in the world? That's what it is. See, and what I find is this new generation with their lack of resilience, right? First off, self-work requires resilience. It requires that you fight some internal wars, right? Some internal battles. Nobody is coming to save you but you.
Period.
And relationship teaches you how to up level to a self-messiahship, right? Where you start to clean up your own, I guess, shadow cobwebs.
Purpose.
We've got callers on the line. I want to get them in here.
Let's do it.
Yeah, I know you want to talk to them. They want to talk to you. Come on. LA is in the house off rip. Nicole from Los Angeles. You're the first caller on the VOR, first to join this national discussion. What are your thoughts on tonight's topic?
How y'all doing, first of all?
We are great, Nicole.
My perspective is very bad. One, I am so defiant and as your co-host there.
Come on, Nicole, with the velvety vocals. I love it. Are you a singer? It sounds delicious. Sounds like devil's food cake. Come on.
You know, as an ESOP practitioner,
Yeah,
our ideas around God are very different.
a little bit.
And in respect to our relationships with other human beings, one of the things, God is always in relationship with us.
Come on.
Ojamari is always in relationship with us, whether
Yes.
or not we are in good relationship with ourselves.
Talk
And
to us.
much like Precious says, our soul comes in with a purpose. And it must experience pain or contrast or whatever you'd like to call it in order for it to expand. And part of that expansion is the experience of joy and healthy relationship, right?
Absolutely.
But you cannot experience that if you don't know its opposite.
Ooh.
And our soul signs up for the opposite.
Yes.
Oh, so let me ask you, Nicole, because
See?
that's beautiful. She came in
That's
cooking
one
with
of
the
my
rarest
people.
grease. We love it. We love it.
Hey,
But let me
hey.
but I too am a practitioner of Ifa. So I understand everything.
Alright.
Yeah, I understand. Child of Eshu and Oshun. Let's what we on tonight. Let's get it. But
Come on now.
but let me
Come
just
on now. Ushua to the pound, the warrior goddess.
yeah, but she says something that's really, really big. And I want to dig into it when we come forward. Don't go nowhere, Nicole. When we come forward, the VOR gonna keep this fire lit. Love it.
Right.
Love it. She said something big, though.
We come in for the pain of equals expansion. The nature of God is expansion.
So remind, you can ask her, because that's your client.
Okay.
Remind her or ask her to talk about Ori, right? And how that connects us to Olodumare. That's going to be good because a lot of people need to hear this.
Yeah.
I'm with it.
You ask her, Zach.
No, that's your friend. You don't.
My client and friend.
Come on. I don't even know Nicole, but she sound good.
She's a beautiful soul.
She sound good. Sound like devil's food cake, Lord.
I didn't know you was talking like that, bro.
Hey, we in here.
She got the AKBLA chat going up. Like,
Really?
yeah,
Let's
they
go.
was up on there before the show started.
Yeah, that's right.
Love it, man. We in here acting up. See, but again, ideas and concepts separate. Well, most people, back to Alfred Korzybski, the linguistic map is not the territory. It's a symbol trying to describe an experience that's indescribable.
Okay. Yes.
So what happens is you can even hear it in the framing a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, well, you know, those ideas of God and this idea of God is very different. Actually, no, it isn't. Right? If you,
So is that why you say love is not a construct?
that's why I said it's not a construct.
I got you.
Do you see?
Mm-hmm.
That the highest form of it is unconditional.
Right.
So how could that be a construct?
That's true.
Which is synonymous
And
with
I
God.
was saying that because everybody has like a different definition, but you're right. At the end of the day, love is still love.
Okay, here's another Alfred Korzybski quote.
Okay.
The definition creates the condition.
Mm. Right.
You don't define yourself as a demon or you're going to live a hellish life.
Right.
But you can also live a hellish life by defining yourself as a saint who ain't did no work.
That's true. That's that ego.
Do you see? So, oh, well, you know, it's totally different. Nah, because if I look at Ifa as 40,000 years old, and I look at the African as the first person to ever conceptualize God, mathematics, psychology, philosophy, and all of that, then everything is derivative of that. So most people don't know in Ifa there's a Jonah story, there's an Ark story, there's all the same stories are there.
Yeah, that Jonah story is very significant for me.
Yeah.
Because I was like Forrest. I was running.
You was running like Forrest.
Like, I don't want to do this. Let me do something else. Let me sing still.
Same thing with Sumer. Yep.
Your podcast deserves more than a closet and a prayer. It deserves a green screen that makes your haters jealous. You need 4K so crisp you can see their ego, mics that catch whispers and rants. Hey, a stage that turns Aunt Mildred into Beyonce. Listen, all you gotta do is check out one.
Hey, we on one tonight. Let's get it.
Studio playground where backyard dreams get VIP upgrades. They got cameras, mics, stages, step and repeat.
This is good.
Lights that flatter people who never get flattered. They got all you need to produce the podcast of your dreams. Listen, their rates are as low as $75 an hour. Yes, really. Swing by 740 Centinela Ave. Call.
Thank you guys for hitting the like button. We surely appreciate it.
323-296-4444. Trust me, my brother Michael take care of you.
Tapped in is really offended. I had to stick that in there. Who's offended?
And that might be a good thing.
Tapped in is my peoples.
Offended about what? Hit dog collar?
Oh, y'all talk. Wait, they talking about yesterday's show. They did not. They really did not like that guest. Listen, it was suggested to me. Apparently, she on radio all over the nation. Don't do me like that.
On the federal level, the Department of Labor's American Job Centers offer a full range of services for job seekers and
Y'all need to tap into this show, though. They said that aura was apparent. What was apparent about the aura? Somebody help me. I am offering a sincere apology. I'm sorry. Please forgive me for hey, I love y'all. T.O., stay out of the chat. Oh, I'm in the chat. You know what was apparent. You know you be Hey, please stop. Y'all wildin' right now, but I love it. We not tripping on her. It's that you didn't tip the camera up to her face. Have I ever tipped the camera up to anybody?
Imagine you're stuck in a jail cell and you can't afford bail and someone offers you a way out.
I tipped the camera up today for the first time. So people were distracted by your yesterday's guest chest being out. I was fine with it.
If I'm a woman, you a man.
Hey, man. I can't with y'all. Y'all wilding right now. This is a lot. I was okay with it, but personally. No, I didn't say I was okay. I'm repeating what somebody else said. Y'all wildin'. The voice of titties.
Those your peoples, though.
They going in. That's sure. This is me.
For most of us, we demand freedom politically or religiously or to think what we like. And there is the freedom of choice. Political freedom is all right, and one must have it. But for most of us, we never demand and find out whether it is at all possible to be free inwardly. Our mind is a slave to its own projections, to its own demands, to its own desires and fulfillments. The mind is a slave to its cravings, to its appetites.
Come on, man.
And apparently, we never ask whether it's at all possible to be free inwardly.
Uncle Hurty.
That's it.
We call him Krishna Hurty. Not Krishnamurti. Krishna Hurty. That's Uncle Hurty. He gonna hurt you with the truth. Is it at all possible to be unconditionally free inwardly? You're a slave to your cravings, to your desires, to your wants, to your slights. You're a slight collector. I'm owed this. I'm entitled to this. You owe me. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yes.
And you go into adult relationships with zero tolerance for other people because you have zero tolerance for the work you need to do internally. Oh, this is deep. This is a lot. Nicole from Los Angeles, I need you to get back in here. I need you to get back in here. Oh, my goodness.
Guys,
Hey, guys.
She has a question for you.
Nicole, so for the layperson, can you please explain what the Ori is and how it connects to Odulamare?
So, in very basic terms, your Ori is your highest self. It, from my perspective, is in fact the true reflection of your soul. You pray to it before you pray to anything else.
because it is so divinely connected to God or Oludumare.
That's deep. What's so interesting about Ifa is there are relationships in Ifa where you see Shango and Oba and Oshun, and you see these relationships, and people don't understand part of the apothekes and stories that are being shared sometimes are being shared through the relationships of, say, Eshu and Ogun and their friendship, right? So what's interesting about this is those metaphors can apply to intimate relationships. I think people, and I've been saying this for a long time, people devalue because they don't know how to connect to the spiritual aspect of relationship being more important than the societal aspect. Where we gonna live and how we gonna pay our bills and what school did you go to and where do you work and how much money do you make and what's your FICO score and do you get what I'm saying? Can we afford vacations? And all of that's icing. The cake of the relationship is the internal work that collides in communion between two people. Nicole, can you speak to that?
Yes, as someone who's recently divorced, that was my primary lesson, the entirety of the marital relationship. As things kind of declined, I had to stop looking at what they were or were not doing. That was the goal, because like we're saying, the cake is what am I doing or not doing? What is my internal reflection? What is he mirroring for me that I need to connect closer to my soul with?
Interesting.
Now, may I, as
Yes,
someone that
please.
I've worked with, can you share like maybe one of the things we worked on together that I was pushing you toward, or that we were working toward while you were going through that process? Pick anything.
Sure. So we had issues surrounding emotional unavailability. Not there when you need, not there when you want, maybe not there at all, but still pulling on you for things. And you try to perform in the ways that they need. So you grow resentment. Why can't they do this? Why can't they do that? Precious thing for me was always go deeper. What do you need? What satisfies your soul? What can you do to commit to your growth if the reality is the relationship that you're in is not growing? So what can you do?
Yeah. Thank you
Because
for
it's
that.
never about the other person. It's never about the other person.
Never about the other person. Thank you for that
No,
vulnerability
I gotta go
and
deeper.
sharing.
We got to go deeper.
Yeah,
No,
your
no,
job
no.
is you.
Your job is
Your
you.
job is you. Even if the other person is presenting said challenge, why does it bother you? And what about it bothers you? And what does that mean for you? Because that's what you journeyed in for.
I got a question for both of y'all now. You done got me started.
Let's do it.
So do you think the primary absence, or what we perceive to be an absentee spiritual father in God, falls on to the shoulders of our significant other? They got to show up, just because, again, we expect our parent, we expect our partner to pick up where our parents left off. This is why there's this big reparenting thing that a lot of clinicians are talking about. You got to reparent yourself to give yourself what your parent didn't give you. But also, that person who is in your life brings sound to the silence that you attribute to God. When you get a person, you think, God heard me. He listened. He gave me what I wanted. Now, when he didn't give you what you wanted, you thought your messages to him were on red, left on red. Do you see what I'm saying? Sometimes we put our partner in position of our parent, and maybe even in this psycho-spiritual sense, in this silence that God represents.
But that's hustling backwards.
Talk to us.
Because, you know, there is no spot where God is not. So it's an impossibility.
Ooh.
And when we are perceiving a shortcoming from the divine, it's because that's our blind spot internally.
Oh.
That's where, so we turn that frustration outward and blame. That the blame game is always a pursuit of the ego. Always. They did this, but what is it? What's your part? Why is this coming for you?
How are you a co-creator?
How are you? Precisely. How
Yes.
are you? Why did you attract this? What in your soul needed this?
But some people don't even like this philosophy of you attract who you are.
Right.
But then we'll turn around and say relationship is a mirror. Nicole, your thoughts?
I mean, all of the above.
Right.
You know, you can not look at anyone that you're in relationship with, even if it's a person you're passing down the street. If you turn up your lip and say something foul, there is something foul in you.
Ooh.
This is one reason why I don't really confront. I used to. Don't get me wrong.
Uh-huh.
I used to go in. You did this, and this is how I felt. Now, I sit with whatever it is that I'm feeling first.
Uh-huh.
And where I am, by the time I get to processing it, I don't have anything to say to the other person about them. That's my stuff.
Oh, I love that. Hey, Nicole, guess what you just did, sugar?
What I do?
You brought Los Angeles in the building. If you want to bring your city in the building, Lord, all you got to do is call me now. 1-800-920-1580. The voice of reason is on complete fire. The phone lines are on complete fire. Oh, Lord, let me tell you something. If you need a little Jesus, come on now. We don't leave Jesus out of the picture. Jesus is part of this whole situation. Jesus knew how to be with a human. He was with Mary Magdalene. She was a prostitute, and he accepted her as she was. He didn't say nothing was wrong with her. He didn't judge her. That's how you be with a human being. Most of us don't know how to be with a human being. We need a human doing, a human providing, a human showing up, a human's presence. Oh, Lord, when we come forward, the fire gonna keep going. Yeah.
I'm glad she
And
pick at
Sean is probably the best person to talk to about this because he brought up Jesus. He was like, you ain't mentioned Jesus or something like that. So
And now you're in trouble. Don't ever, don't come for me. Don't come for me. I'm a master at this, man.
To help you serve your family while your partner serves
This
our
is
country.
me.
Your
Yes,
EDD.
got it.
We'll help you get there. For more information,
Y'all good?
edd.ca.gov.
Y'all good? Is everybody good? Is everybody good? How do you guys like this week's worth of topics? I mean, Precious in here cooking. They said it's two Zoes in here. They thought I didn't see that earlier. I saw that, you slick asses.
That's my twin.
They was like, it's two Zoes up in here. What? Jesus is all that. Sean probably knows.
Oh, this is in your chat. Somebody going off.
Hey, let me see what's going on the other chat. He said apparently it's popping over there. Let me see what's happening. Ain't nobody in there. They done left that chat and came to mine, I believe.
I think so, because I saw that it stopped.
Well, no, it should be still going. Or
I
maybe-
mean, the text.
Oh, I got
stopped.
the 8 p.m. Oh, that's why it's nobody in there. Because I went to 8 p.m. I gotta go to the 7 p.m. Oh yeah, there's people in there.
Oh, that's my son with the fire emojis at the bottom. That's
George?
right, George.
Yeah, tell him I said, what up? Hey, Precious, they in here. They in here talking. Bashar, my guy. Who do we lose? Andy. Oh. Whoever we lost, they came back. All right.
Bad, not good. No process. And so, I think Precious has nothing negative, but once it pushes back, Puerto Rico from LA is on here.
Let's do it.
What happens in complex trauma when you don't feel somebody's there for you to help you through a difficult situation is you feel abandoned. But then what happens is you believe that you must be the reason they abandon you. You must have many flaws. You're not worth it. So you then abandon yourself. You don't even like yourself. And so what happens now in being committed to yourself is you're saying to the wounded part of you, I won't abandon you again. I am committed to working through this stuff with you.
Tim Fletcher. Sounds like he's making sense to me. But do we stretch too far? I find, because of God's silence, that we're doing a lot of interpretation for God. Are we putting words and thoughts and ideas in God's mouth? Maybe we have translated our desires into what we think God wants for us. Really, do you understand what I'm saying?
I do.
And this is why when we don't get what we want, we think maybe God is ignoring us. Maybe God is not on the same team. If I'm looking at this through a scientific, a Western lens,
Right.
the scientific lens would say God isn't real. If God was real, then that means God is indifferent to what you want. Right? If I'm looking at it from a spiritual, Eastern philosophical lens, the silence is the initiation into the higher self.
Absolutely.
Do you see? If my mama was silent, I need God to speak. I know if my mama or my daddy was silent, my partner can't be silent. And if I prayed to God for this person and they show up, I'm going to believe the person that showed up was sent by God. But what if they are as silent as my mama now? Is God playing with me? First off, God didn't answer, but I thought he did because they sent me a prayer. Do you see the conundrum? How do we fix that?
It's the journey of
Yes.
going through, because it is in what some reference as the silence. It's the stillness that we're able to hear. And that stillness or that silence has to also be an internal experience. You have to silence that noise. The pain, also a tool of the ego, ultimately a tool of the divine, to block the message. That pain is louder than the message.
No, you're getting deep.
The message is very still. And so this is why, how you were saying earlier about being and doing, you have to learn how to be. Less doing, more being. It's the being that delivers you to the silence that allows you to hear, because the spirit is always speaking. We're not always listening.
Right. We're not tuned in. It's a frequency.
You have to be
It's a
in
vibration.
vibrational alignment.
Yes.
Saying it at the same time. Yeah.
No, it's even getting bigger because I'm trying to create the language for it. I know, language is a slippery slope.
Yes.
So what you're telling me is, in a divine context, silence is a type of divine language.
It is.
Like just because it's not audible, it might pull on other senses that are required in order to receive messages out of the silence.
Like there's a third eye, there's a third ear.
Ooh.
And that is a process of divinity. It's painful.
So like clairaudience.
It could also be clear intellect, an upload of information like, aha, got it. Right?
That's big.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah. But the pain is also, we could take out that word pain. It's resistance.
What we resist persists, Carl Jung.
Yes. And as we resist, well, I don't want to have another partner like that. And I don't want to. It's less about having. It's more about being. Right?
So if God is all of us,
And
then
is.
would having a relationship with yourself be tantamount to having a relationship with God?
I'm going to say that the only relationship you're ever having is the one you're having with yourself. And is it Nikki Giovanni that says, I turned myself into myself and I was God?
Oof.
It's a process. But all of the pain, all of the hurt there's an equal measure of love pressing up against that. You have to be still in order to allow it, get out of resistance and allow.
So if when you say stillness, then that means we have to kill anticipation. Because there's something called anticipatory grief. The longer we're anticipating getting what we want, the more anxiety and grief comes in, and then the more doubt seeps in. We're anticipating like, oh, I want to get it, and when it doesn't come.
What saying you want suggests you don't have.
Come on.
And if you are in vibrational alignment with it, in order to bring yourself in vibrational alignment, you have to learn how to be. And then you have it.
But being doesn't have expectation.
Correct. Anticipation is the equal to it equals the push away. That's what's keeping it on. It's the carrot.
Oh, Lord. Stay right there. Listen, hold on. We got callers from Los Angeles, Oakland, Hawaii. They're all over the country. If you want to participate in tonight's conversation, it's a barn burner.
It's a barn fire.
Gosh.
Lord Jesus is
Just
fire.
hold tight. When we come forward, more from the VOR. Oh. No.
You out there saving folks, huh?
There we go. This good
work.
No, this
good work.
This right here.
I'll be back next Wednesday.
There you go. This right here. Right here. This one of them ones.
And that playback is fire too.
Which one? Oh yeah.
Listen to it.
Yeah, when you hear it back, it crystallizes nicely. Yeah.
I mean, the message that we deliver is the one we need to hear.
That's right.
So.
Hey, Andy. I need that new Joseph Lineberg. The first one. The new. Did you get the new album, Mystic Journey?
So you want nothing but Joseph Lineberg now?
No.
Okay.
No, I want you to continue doing what you're doing. I just need one of them Joseph Linebergs. I need that, what is it, Atlantis?
I don't know the title.
It's the first one on the new album.
On the new album?
The new album is Mystic Journey. Joseph Lineberg, man. Hey, we in here tonight. Truemonger, I'm on camera, dog. Truemonger's like, now Zoe don't want to be on camera. What's Zoe on now? I'm on camera, big brother. Deshaun Spellman, how do I call in? The number to dial is 1-800-920-1580. No profanity. This is terrestrial radio. Terrestrial. Right? No cursing. 1-800-920-1580. No, because people see me cursing during the break and they figure
Yeah,
we can curse.
This ain't that.
This ain't that. Hey, when I tell you this show lit, this one of them ones.
Right.
What up, y'all? Where is Nikki from the SIP? I need Nikki in here. I need Nikki in my life. Here we go.
Undo the call. Has your soulmate become your cellmate? Does black love still exist? What are your bedroom turnoffs? Fantasies and fetishes. Financial infidelity.
Please call in.
Are they worth the wait? Trust me, this gonna be crazy.
How about the heavy stuff? The child wasn't his, and you still had to pay child support.
It's a very heated topic.
How is that right?
Mama's
Mama's baby. Daddy's maybe.
I just have so many questions I want to ask you.
I was like the kids. Is there something wrong with that?
Damn.
He told me he had a vasectomy. I'm pregnant.
Betrayal has been committed. Hits you with the bad pipes routine. How does he maintain his humposity?
He likes it when it pinches my nips.
Why can't you open up, brother?
I'm a karate man. Karate man rules on the inside. They don't show their weaknesses. Yeah.
How do you write women so well?
Zoe Williams. Reason and accountability. The voice of reason.
How does complex trauma really impact and sabotage our lives? Here are 3 ways that I think are huge that we don't talk about enough. Number 1, the experience of having parents betray you by not being generally consistently safe creates a lack of trust in humans. It's like at the end of the day, you can only trust yourself, and even that can be difficult, but you learn to self-regulate and that anyone at any moment can hurt you. Number 2, your emotional interior world is often extremely intense and you feel too much and think too much, but you have learned to contain that and not share that. And so part of your work is learning how to engage in a vulnerable way with other people. And that is the last part. And that's the part I'm going to be doing a lot of work here on, is being vulnerable and open to your needs and your wants and your hopes and your dreams.
That was Dr. Kim Sage. Heavy words. This is the second hour of the Voice of Reason live on KBLA Talk 1580. I am Zoe Williams, the voice of reason. And of course, my special guest, our spiritual advisor, the VOR's personal spiritual advisor, Miss Precious McGill.
Yeah.
She in the building. She one of the realest. How do they find you if they needed to contact you right now?
You can go to withprecious.com. That's my landing page until my website is up, and you can get in contact with me there. At the bottom of the screen, there'll be a way to contact me. You could also go to my IG page, Phenomenal Change, at Phenomenal Change, or Facebook. It's the same.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Tonight's topic is divinely fumbled. And we're loosely basing this off of attachment theory. It basically says when you have, as Dr. Kim Sage was talking about, a parent that is generally inconsistent. And if God is a spiritual parent, And we have to kind of reconcile that silence. What does that mean? Did God divinely fumble us? Because a lot of people would say God is as emotionally non-attuned, right, inattuned as their parent was.
People have a problem with that.
God is not there. And that's how a lot of people see it, right? What if the silence we call God is not an absence, but calibration of consciousness, withdrawing to let its children regulate the voltage of their own divinity?
Necessary.
Humanity's greatest trauma may not be sin, but separation. The psychic echo of a parent who stopped answering prayers so we might learn to listen inwardly. Precious told us that earlier. Every nervous system trembling between faith and fear becomes the new covenant, the living laboratory where theology rewires itself as biology. Divinely fumbled? It asks whether our suffering is evidence of divine cruelty or the curriculum of awakening. Psychology calls it attachment rupture. I no longer feel attached to God. Right? Maybe Adam felt this way when they got expelled from the garden, right? Mysticism calls it initiation. Physics calls it frequency modulation. Each heartbreak, each unanswered prayer is a holographic fragment of the infinite forgetting itself to experience remembrance. The ego becomes God's temporary amnesia. Ooh, the divine disassociating into matter to rediscover love through form. Here, pain ceases to be pathology. It becomes pedagogy, an instruction, a tool, right? This pain is a spiritual escalator. The body is not the prison of spirit, but its proving ground. Faith is not blind belief, but the nervous system's capacity to stay regulated amid uncertainty. Every human being you meet is an uncertainty, regardless of what they say and what they do and how they tap dance for you. They are still an uncertainty. If it's a performance, that means we're putting our best foot forward. That means we're doing the best we can so we can continue to keep you. It's a manipulation. We've learned it in childhood. It's a farce. When's the last time you met a real human that was unapologetically themselves? Yee, Lord, 1-800-920-1580. The phone lines are crazy right now. Right? Reason, intellect, far from heresy, becomes another form of devotion. Whether one kneels before a cross or a microscope, both gestures seek coherence with the same implicate order. This is Dr. David Bohm. Go get his book, Wholeness in the Implicate Order. He was the first to talk about the holographic reality. He called it a hollow movement, the explicate and implicate order consistently shifting and enfolding with. This was a theoretical physicist, man. Einstein called him his spiritual godson. This is not about belief, it's about bandwidth. When awareness stabilizes enough to hear silence as a signal, absence transforms into instruction, and the forgotten God remembers himself through us. Your thoughts? Come on, Precious. We got callers to get to. I need to hear from you.
The goal is to love somebody, and these aren't my words, but this is my truth. This is my heart. The goal is to love another person in the way that they feel free, right? And in order to give another person that space to feel free, you yourself have to experience freedom first.
Come on.
Right? And freedom ain't free. It's hard won, in fact.
Come on.
It will cost you everything.
Yes.
Right? But it's a worthy pursuit. Because once you feel free, you have a shift in perspective. You experience life in a different way. And then you stop looking for a relationship to come in and complete you.
Come on.
Right?
See, so when I hear you say free, what I hear is residue. The residue from the past. The residue from anxiety for a different future. The residue that comes from bypassing the present. Disappointed by what happened in the past and hopeful that something different will come along. Do you see the residue?
I see, but the type of freedom that I'm speaking of is I'm free to evolve. I am up to me.
Yes.
And you are up to you. That mic.
That
Excuse
mic.
me.
Yes.
And I'm free to evolve.
Right.
I don't have to check in with you
Right.
for my evolution.
Right.
I don't have to run that past you. And that as I evolve, it gives you the space to do, feel, and be what you need to.
Your evolution is not being micromanaged.
And it's not connected
to your evolution.
Period.
Come on, we in here now. We got callers on the line. Let's get them in here right now. Frederico from Los Angeles, man. What are your thoughts on tonight's topic?
It's a great conversation, definitely.
Thank you.
I think that, but I think it's, remember when you said we attract, and people don't like that idea of attracting?
Yes, I remember saying that, yeah.
I believe that really that's how we have to really perceive it is we don't attract, we reflect. We can only reflect.
Nice.
And that's the actual what's happening is we're reflecting, not attracting, when we able to not just create. Because creation is manifestation and the will to make it into form. Right?
I like it. Yes. Keep going. You're cooking, brother. You're cooking. Come on, Frederico. Let's go.
So that's why I'm saying people don't like that idea of like, oh, we attracting them because that's only half of the part of creation. You want to attract, you don't create. You just wish it. You're not making it into actual, in your life. You don't experience it. You don't have, it doesn't have form.
Right.
That's what I want to say, what you said in that concept, because it's actually, you have to shift it. You have to shift everything. We respect, we don't attract.
I love it, brother. I love it. Guess what you just did, my friend?
What?
You brought Los Angeles in the building. If you want to bring your city in the building, all you got to do is call me at 1-800-920-1580. Frederico was cooking. I mean, it was semantics, but we love it. I love it. Come on, give it to us. I love it. It's good stuff. Let's keep these callers coming. Who's up? Deshaun from Georgia. Deshaun from the great state of Georgia. What are your thoughts on tonight's topic?
No cursing.
No cursing, Deshaun.
No, okay, I guess.
All right now. All right. What are your thoughts, bro?
Okay. My thoughts are, I understand your thoughts, but I've been watching you long. I want to do this real quick. I've been watching you since you was on 50.50 show, whatever.
Nice.
And I love your prospect on everything. But I just want to hear you think about a baby mama.
Here we go. Here
Here
come Deshaun. Come on.
Long story short, I'm going to say, you know how iPhone work today. So my baby mama has my phone son. I don't know about these phones today. I'm born in 89. So I don't know how iPhone works. I'm real quick. I'm trying to do this, but listen real quick. So she has my old phone, and my old phone has my iCloud.
She went through all my girlfriend's messages and me and my girlfriend messages. Yeah, I cheated on my girl with him, but she went through all those messages. I know I fucked up.
Hey, you did it. You did it. There you go. Now you gotta go. He gotta go. He gotta go. He gotta go. See, he was going. See,
When it started with baby mama, I said, "Oh."
see, listen. When you start getting good, like when you start cooking, when your message start to hit home, when you start to save souls and change lives,
Say 5150. They gotta remember
the
that.
devil shows up. Now, we told him. We warned him in the beginning. We said no cursing. You know what he does? He curse. Ain't gonna come in here with that guttural, ghetto, ratchet relationship talk. Don't you know there's 400,000 podcasts out there that do that kind of service? Man, this is the Herald and Bells of relationship talk. He done came in here with the Wendy's dollar menu talk. We don't do that up in here, man. Come on, let's get these callers in here. Let's keep them coming. Let's keep them coming. Sean, Oakland, California, what are your thoughts on tonight's topic? Sean, are you there? Sean.
Yeah. Yes.
All right. Yes, we got you, brother. What are your thoughts on tonight's topic?
Yeah. So my thing is, I've been in a relationship, married 33 years, together 38. And my thing is, I grew up mostly Methodist, Baptist, and then the Catholic schools all recruited me for sports, right? So you can see the cynical thing of religion going about. I am spiritual. Andy said that. I think that's the best way to, characterize me. God is the universe. But my thing is, with the people that are in power now, they are not respecting Jesus at all. Jesus said nothing about abortion. Jesus said nothing about transgender or gay people. And by the way, he said, welcome the stranger. I read the book. And by the way, I recommend the people that are totally advocating the duty of the human being to, be real Christians, to actually read the Old and New Testament. Because if you do, you'll understand that you've been fooled. So I'm just saying that because in your relationship, honesty and truth and being a good person is going to matter a lot more if you want a long relationship than being a fake Christian.
Man, you came in and you had a whole different topic. Hey, but you know what? But that's my brother. He can come in here and say what he need to say. He came in and said, hold on. It's a different kind of Christianity being taught out here nowadays. And he said, wait a minute, I don't like what it is. This ain't familiar to me. I get you, Sean.
I try, brother, because I want your children, I want my children, grandchildren. When I leave this earth, I want it to be a good place for them to have a quality of life.
That's right. That's why your word is welcome here, Sean. Guess what you just did, brother?
Oakland.
You already know what it is. Town business. He brought Oakland in the house. If you want to bring your city in the building, you know the protocol. The number to dial is 1-800-920-1580 when we come forward. You want to go to Hawaii?
Let's go to Hawaii.
Let's get it. Boy, we got a whole wild situation going on. He in here crying.
Did Deshaun cuss?
He did. He went on a rant. Fuck, motherfucker, and shit, and whoop, whap, whoop.
He called back. Somebody, I didn't cuss.
Yeah. I know I fucked up. He did cuss.
He said, my baby mama.
You knew it was coming.
Yeah, I was born in 89. I don't know nothing about no iPhone.
Federico called back. He wanted to chime in on talking about the semantics thing.
But that's what it is.
And I'm like, brother, call back tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'll be here tomorrow. If you want a box, what's happening? I'm a twin.
He kind of forgot about that. I guess he had
He just
more.
wanted to push back, period.
That's all. We felt his whole
Because
spirit.
You're saying about attraction, it's about
Oh, so
A reflection.
You're saying the same thing.
You're literally
A part
saying
of
the same thing.
attraction is reflection.
Got
But you're coming with passion and you're talking to two intellectuals. That's not gonna really work.
Come on, man.
That's
Like,
a bar right there.
But,
you don't get your comic book reading ass out of here.
I try to make room, but it's like these things happen in parts, and a part of attraction is reflection. And that's what the hell we saying.
This
That's
show
why it's
is
semantics.
wild, and I love it. Somebody in the KBLA chat said, "This is exactly what I needed." Check.
That's my mother.
Oh, that's your mother?
I mean, mama.
Your mother is in here watching the show?
I got my people.
Oh, they in here. Okay. That's how you know you solid. If your mama riding with what you do,
Come on now.
if mama don't ride with what you do, well,
And they've been together, they've been married 48 years. My father was Muslim, my mother was Christian. Now they just metaphysical.
oh, that's
so,
awesome.
Jesus really didn't take the wheel on that relationship, but, you know.
Jesus didn't take the wheel. Jesus said, y'all drive. I'll be in the back seat like Michael Jackson listening.
Come on. People forget about that. These things and greater shall you do. I mean, if you're going to go by the book,
Yeah.
you know. But that was a whole nother topic. That's a whole nother conversation.
Yeah, I let him, you know.
I mean, but that's good because you have to make room for everybody.
Yeah.
If you want to. But we in here tonight. We in here.
Yeah, y'all get to your phone lines. We still got callers. We got Pastor John. Who wants to jump in here and talk to us tonight? Suddenly I want to leave the island. Jim Kelly. Y'all wildin'. Let's see if Andy get my song. Hey, man, because Joseph Lineberg got records. I got to promote that
I
kid.
don't know is this a new artist?
So Joseph is an instrumentalist. Plays the saxophone. He's a producer. He produced Kendrick Lamar's How Much a Dollar Cost. Obama said that was his favorite song. He produced You Ain't Gotta Lie to Kick It for Kendrick Lamar.
Okay.
So he's a real dude.
Yeah,
But he plays a trumpet. He has a jazz album. And I'm like, I gotta, this is it.
And it's giving like 432 hertz at the same time. That feels good.
Say to people, well, I have faith, you know, that Jesus was this and he meant this and he did that. What would your interpretation be? What is your insight into that?
Faith, I would say, for the most part, is another word for belief. I believe that this is the way it is. Well, my stance on belief is real clear.
belief is mostly a part of the problem. You see, faith is not open-minded skepticism. Faith says, I can't stand to be skeptical about it, I need to know, so I'm going to have faith that it's this way. That's the same as saying, I believe that it's this way. Well, as soon as you believe that it's that way, now you're no longer open-minded because you've already come to the conclusion of the way it is. If you're not open-minded, then you're not going to learn anything new. You just painted yourself in a corner with your belief.
Sure, there's a lot of good people out there, though, that say, my faith has saved me. My faith is giving me strength. My faith will get me through this. And I see that as fine if that is where that person is and how to cope with things. I don't see anything particularly wrong with it.
Well, the thing that's wrong with it isn't anything personally wrong with it.
No.
People have beliefs, and they'll tell you that their beliefs, their religion, their dogma gets them through. Their beliefs and things get them through, and that's fine. It does. That's not inaccurate. People can cling to beliefs, and those beliefs can help them get through. But it's limiting. You see, it's not the best way to live your life. It's not the way that's going to maximize your opportunities for growth. It's a limited way. All right, we can have a belief. Let's say we believe something that's nice. We believe that it's good to love other people. We believe that it's a good thing to do to care about others. Okay, we believe that we should always be nice and helpful to other people. It's just a belief. That's a very civilizing belief. It's good. And people can say, well, I had this horrible thing happen to me, but I had this strong belief that really what it's about is loving and caring about others, so I made it through. And yes, that's true. And that belief helped them get through. But it's still a belief. How much better would it be if instead of having the belief, they had the understanding that being kind and being good is the fundamental purpose of our being here, you see? Now, that's also civilizing, but it's for a different reason. Now you actually understand, yes, the big picture of what's going on and your place in it and how you fit. It's not just the idea of, I believe, so I'll do this. Both may end up in the same actions, but they're not coming from the same intent. The one that has just a belief now may not be able to get past that belief. They may get to a point where the right thing to do is to knock some heads together. The right thing to do is to stop some kind of terrible action, you see? But they can't do that because they believe you should always be nice. So, okay, here's somebody, they're going around doing awful things, and they have an opportunity to stop them, but they don't because that wouldn't be nice. They have to be nice all the time because that's a belief, you see? Whereas you have the understanding, you know that there are times when you need to stand up and fight. There are times when you need to butt in and say, no more of this. There are times when you need to protect. So that's like the idea of being a pacifist. There are times when turning the other cheek is the right thing to do. There are times when it's not the right thing to do. You have to not have this kind of small idea that is run out of a belief, because that belief isn't going to fit all the situations. But it's very specific.
As a matter of fact, the mic isn't even on.
Piece of the pie, and it can be a very helpful piece if you believe nice things, as opposed to I believe or I should take whatever I
maybe
want.
wanting to get back on, or
So
maybe
that's a
arguing
belief
with him.
Abusing others would be that belief. That's the way.
Andy
the
is a
world
pit bull.
works.
He don't be playing.
Take as much as you can get. And
Andy be like, what you want? You had your stand. You could have said what you needed. Andy be on him.
Some straight talk. This is where you get the unfiltered.
Hey, Thomas Campbell was cooking. So that clip that we just played, he's a theoretical physicist that turned metaphysician. Now he's metaphysical. He did a book, this big, huge book that talks about how we live in a simulation. And yes, man, it's called My Big Toe. It's in 3 different parts. It's amazing.
I'm Amber Payton with BIN
Look, Andy
News Now.
going ham.
The Supreme Court is hearing a case that could impact black voter representation nationwide.
Let me see if I can get you another record from Joseph. Did you like that vibe?
Yeah.
Joseph different, right?
Yeah. I'm gonna get that.
Louisiana's new map adds a second majority black district, but the
Oh,
state's
yeah.
attorney general says the Voting Rights Act's ban on racial discrimination in
Joseph
redistricting is
Lineberg. Let's see.
unconstitutional. Black New York City Mayor
Between
Eric
us
Adams
two,
may endorse Andrew
celestial
Cuomo for mayor.
visions.
Adams says he's still deciding who to back, but made it clear he does not want frontrunner Zoran Mamdani in office. And the world is continuing to mourn
I love
R&B
this.
legend D'Angelo, who passed away
You gotta
Tuesday
play
at
this
51 after a battle with cancer. A pioneer of neo
Andy.
soul, he had 2 albums named among Rolling Stone's best ever. Stars like John Legend, Jamie Foxx, Jennifer Hudson, Maxwell,
waiting
and
for
Jill
that
Scott
dude.
praised
He
his
mad.
genius and lasting impact on music. Get BIN News now on demand 24/7 on the iHeartRadio app.
So they must be on the line. I think he's gonna. He might put them on. If he put them on, he just get cooked.
You'll save up to $250 on select sets of tires with paid installation through October 19th.
There you go. She just put it in the chat. Thomas Campbell, My Big Toe, the complete trilogy.
On Saturday, October 25th at LA.
See, he got Andy scraped right now.
Is the show paused?
No,
Okay, it's still going. I can't hear it.
absolutely. Makes sense because physics finally had to give it up to metaphysics. For real. But a lot of their ideas came from there anyway.
Anyway.
Andy, don't get so worked up. Andy is worked. Here, I'm finna text this to Andy. Because I want to get this song in now. We about to be over. Play this one next. And you know, Precious, you could talk to the folks right here.
I've
want
been
them.
talking to on the live chat.
Oh, you on
Phenomenal
the
change.
you on the other live?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is my
It sounds
YouTube.
Quiet. They texted me.
Let me see. I should know. Let me see.
I can't hear anything.
Someone so
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, he just turned it down for us. Okay.
No, I don't hear nothing either. On this side. Andy, do we have audio? Oh no. Is it paused? I'm gonna have to go in there.
They can't hear anything.
Andy!
It's dead air. Dead air.
He can't hear through that glass. I'm gonna go in there.
Yeah, it's dead air. Dead air. It's dead air right now. It's dead air.
4243. That's 323-235-4243. Join YJC in creating change. When we fight, we win. KBLA Talk 1580, your voice for justice. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
My ride smells just right, just right, just right, just right. I gotta try that Febreze car. Just right, just right, just right. La 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 la.
4243. That's 323-235-4243. Join YJC in creating change. When we fight, we win. KBLA Talk 1580, your voice for justice. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
KBLA Talk 1580.
Nah, man, I'm with you. Oh, we good now. We're good.
Only on KBLA Talk 1580.
This my song. This is it. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo.
Had some very interesting comments about that. He said, psychologically, for all intents and purposes, your God is the highest value that you have. Right? It serves functionally as your deity. Now, you may not clothe it in a personified manner, although you tend to, because you tend to act it out and assume that other people should too. So it implicitly has a personified form. But if it performs all the functions of a deity, let's say, then it's importantly related in some sense to a deity. And I think that that's actually technically true if you look at how human cognitive structure works. I don't think it's escapable.
Dr. Jordan Peterson. A lot of people don't like him. Sean don't like him for sure. Sean thinks he's a bad man.
He's a bad man.
But he be dropping some jewels. And, I'll listen to the jewel. You know me, if it has meaning, right, I will tap in. Tonight has been a very powerful conversation because this silence. How many people are in relationship with their significant other, leaning on them to be their everything? Having that partner stand in the gap of the silence of their parent, while also still feeling insulated and isolated from their partner because of the silence they feel from God. They project or sense, right, from God, right? The anxiety is so loud that they can't hear the silent voice of God. That's an interesting place to be. What are your thoughts?
It is, but I don't want to judge because it's really not about right or wrong.
It's not religion. That's what I'm trying to tell folk. It's not.
Right.
It's not religion. It's not dogma.
Right.
But how do you get to that place where you quiet down enough?
It's usually from people experiencing so much pain and so much frustration that it kind of renders them still or shuts them down.
They kind of disassociate, disconnect.
There you go. Disassociating. And in that, you become still enough. Pain is a teacher. It's a useful tool.
But we live in such a toxic world. You know what people are doing now? They think they're being spiritual by detaching. And I was explaining, detachment is toxic. It's non-attachment, where you're still present, you're just not attached to the outcome that your desire dictates.
Right.
You're present, you're watching this process unfold, but we live in a society that's about getting what you want, to such a degree that I think it's more addictive than opioids.
Love is a hell of a drug.
It's a hell of a drug.
It's a hell of a drug. But also people think that like the avoidant attached person, the person who avoids closeness, they crave it more than the anxious attached person.
They do, but they hide it, they obfuscate it, they play games.
Safety equals pain. Love equals pain. Affection equals pain. If I can associate you closely with something that, like the mother or then you're a danger sign for me. So they avoid it. But they end up meeting a super empath along the path. And that wakes up that...
Or a portion of
meeting it.
Yes.
Well, to meet it, you meet it in yourself deeply, right?
Yes.
But experiencing it. And sometimes through the loss of that or the experience or introduction to that, they learn that there is more. So the pain is how you get there.
You cooking. John, Mountain View, Hawaii, get in here. What are your thoughts on tonight's topic, my friend?
Greetings and blessings to those within the sound of my voice. Master Teacher, Lemogian. Beloved guests, greetings and blessings.
Greetings.
She Master Teacher too now. Come on, let's give it up.
Well, okay, Master Teacher, beloved, honored.
You could just call me Precious.
A whole grocery list.
This my brother right here. Come on in, brother.
Precious, beloved. But nonetheless, let me say quickly, is it divine fumbling or is it an absolute assignment?
Say that again, please.
Is it a divine fumbling or is it an absolute what?
Assignment.
Ooh,
it's an assignment.
Yes, it's
a
an
divine
assignment.
one.
Yeah.
It's an assignment. All your pain that you experience, should you process it, it's transformative. So, Zoe was playing the advocate here.
I have to.
Trying to put it in there, but that fumble is intentional. If you wanted to experience no pain, you would have stayed a soul. You wouldn't have incarnated into this experience. So it's necessary. And it's an assignment.
Well, it is to placate on the same things that Zoe does for the show, but also give it back to him. I'm reminded of the Bible where the worst relationship that I could remember had something to do with Jose and Gomer.
Keep going.
Because Jose, the prophet who was ordered by God to marry Gomer, a prostitute. So could this also be not just the divine assignment, because again, the assignment was given to Hosea because of the disobedience of God's people. Now you need to understand. Now let's take that deeper, because how many times have we, the child inwardly, wanted to chase after the human being you are, and you happen to be your own prostitute?
Ooh. You waited all that time to smack us in the mouth like that, huh? That's what
No, sir. But again, these were the journeys I had to take.
Oh, I love that.
This was the message that was given to me. So when I finally got to embrace my little me, as I call him, but he's my hero.
Man, I love
He's the one who stood up for me when I was keeping silent and I know I needed to smack somebody in the face. That was the angry little guy that protected me all those times from danger seen and unseen. Those many battlefields I stood on, he was the voice that said, hold it.
Hold on.
This reminds...
I'm
sorry.
Go ahead.
No.
Go ahead, Doc.
This reminds me of what you were saying, what Nicole was explaining about the Ori, the higher self, right?
Right.
There's levels to the self. You experience the self in parts. That's the way it's supposed to be. Right. You don't just come in and know everything. Otherwise, what's the point? The lower self or the protector wants to fight. But the higher self knows that you don't have, when you tag your ancestors in, when you tag the spirit in, that's the dog in the fight. You know, when people come against me or do things to hurt me, the first thing I do for them, you know what it is? I pray for them. Because you're going to need it. You're going to need it. Right? So it's a safety mechanism when we fight for ourselves, when we defend ourselves. But eventually, if you continue to submit, you grow, you stop fighting, you allow the spirit to fight for you.
Oh no, this is deep. This is deep. Let me just say this. A lot of people might look at this conversation and be like, it's a little bit sacrilegious.
Let's
right?
do that.
It's a little bit sacrilegious because you're saying God is an absentee parent, right? Because, you know, many people feel this way anyway. So I'm addressing how many people feel.
Yes.
But would you argue, and this is to John Gilbreth and Precious, would you argue that Jesus was probably the most advanced spiritual being to touch the ground? According to what we know, according to what we know in terms of the stories told about Jesus, the book for the Christians. Jesus is the top of the top, right? In terms of evolution spiritually. Got to give Jesus that. According to Christianity.
According to Christianity.
So if that's the case, why did even Jesus feel abandoned by God?
Yeah.
Eli, Eli, lema sabachthani. My God, why have thou forsaken me? So even Jesus, as evolved as Jesus was, Jesus is God's son. According to that book, even he had a moment where he felt like he had an absentee parent in God. Now, we can do all type of exegesis and all types of hermeneutics and different types of explaining and everything, but even Jesus had a moment where he felt that way. Do you see? So I just think sometimes it's okay to be like that, to feel like, hey,
it's necessary.
Somebody's not here, or I need somebody to step in. Hey, John, guess what you just did, my good friend?
Mountain Dew is in the house, but if I could just say...
We up against this clock, man. And
I know, sir.
Yes.
I know, sir, but even Jesus leaned on the Holy Spirit because that's exactly what was needed during the time frame he felt.
I'll take it, man. When we come forward, man, I want to land the plane, but we had Nikki. Where did Nikki go? Nikki, get back on the line so we can get you in here for this final thought. Let's do it.
It's really about recognizing where you are in the process.
This whole situation right here, this right here, bada boosh. This right here was
good conversation.
Yeah.
They bringing Jesus in the chat room.
We had to bring Jesus up in here.
They're gonna be mad when I say I don't do religion.
Who is Amir?
That's my
Amir Daoud.
My daughter.
She was like, "Wow, like we in here cooking, like yeah, we in here wilding right now." They in there. Lady Jones, I love tuning in.
That's my niece, little lady.
Come on.
And they actually listen and use it.
Oh, so they paying attention.
For real, for real.
I like that.
For real, for real. For real, for real. Yeah, that's the point. It's about naming it so you can recognize where you are. It will allow you to get out of resistance and move.
Right.
You know, I should have known that John was like in the Christian walk when he was talking about the
we call him Pastor John.
Okay.
You'll get to know him.
Yeah. I'm loving it though. I love it. I love it.
Yeah, Pastor John don't be bullying. He be cooking.
I love it. Yeah, when people are like, what would Jesus do? He might tear this motherfucker up.
Boy, make Jesus mad. See what happens. Nikki, where did you go, hon? Can you imagine getting on Jesus' bad side? What?
And look who we on with.
Boy, Jesus sick some of his homies on you.
Period.
Hey, man, go scoop him up. I need to holler at him for a second. Just go do the drop squad on him. Bring him over here real quick.
Yeah, when you have those little, your protector shows up, your
Peter slicing and dicing.
It's showing you what other work you have left to do. So even that's a beautiful thing.
All right, I have a little closing thought here, and then I'm going to come back to you.
This is actually fun for me. I enjoy it.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're listening to my brother Joseph Lineberg. His new album, Mystic Journey.
I like that.
This is Little Church, which is a remake of Miles's record. This is a Miles Davis remake, Little Church. Miles played a big role in the development of Joseph's sound. You listen to this spiritual jazz that he's like really into, right? And people don't associate him with the works that he's already done. Like You Ain't Gotta Lie to Kick It by Kendrick Lamar, How Much a Dollar Cost by Kendrick Lamar. Joseph Lineberg produced those records. So, you know, by trade, he's a trumpeter, but he's also a producer. And has been in the hip-hop scene for many, many years. And he just released that album, Mystic Journey. As a matter of fact, is there a track on Mystic Journey called Al Mustafa? Listen. And this is no disrespect to, say, Andre 3000, because Dre actually hangs out in Eagle Rock with Joe at his studio, and they work together. But this is what the adult version of Andre's album is supposed to sound like. And Andre is a young artist. Just listen to this real quick. This is Joseph actually voicing this. I want you guys to hear this.
Carry this majestic feeling of the story of life to other lives. Though time and time again, his believers knew of his departure, and although his body would be traveling far, far, ever so far away, his soul will remain with them forever, and they'll remember always Al Mustafa, the beloved.
on, man. Hey, man, let that beat sit for a second. Come on. Hey, the voice of reason. This don't it fit it? Don't it fit this conversation? Yeah. Come on. 4:05. 3 a.m. Going about 90 miles an hour. Come on. I want to thank my special guest, Precious McGill. I love her. Her spirit is so right. She comes in, she sets the whole vibe right, man. Dang it, Precious. You know you gotta come back.
Next one.
And I know these are difficult topics, right? And not
in a good way.
Just for people, they don't want to hear anything that is negative or what they perceive to be negative about God. And it's not a negative God conversation. It's saying maybe God is using silence, right, as a language that we don't understand. Maybe faith is a component to that silence, right? Like, trust the message is coming through the silence. Maybe that's it. That's why we called it a pedagogy. It's an instruction, a tool to learn. But people struggle. And I'm with continuing different variations and iterations of this conversation if you are. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Come on, where do they find you? Where do they follow you? Tell them.
Withprecious.com is my landing page. You can get in touch with me there. You can also see me on phenomenalchange.com. You can message me, inbox me. Yeah, that's the best way.
Man, I love everybody for tapping in. Listen, we got one more show for the week. That's tomorrow. We'll be back with another powerful, feminine, spiritual voice. One of my god sisters are coming in. You know, Side, Miss Pacoya, Dr. Pacoya McCall. She'll be back, and then we'll be cooking up another topic. I appreciate it. We start the conversations. It's up to you to finish them. VOR, be back up in here tomorrow. Joe.
I'm anxious to hear who was that on the line giving him the business. Who was he arguing with?
One of the callers that wanted the last caller that was cursing. That was him.
The baby mama man.
Yeah.
Mr. Baby Mama.
Love y'all. This was great. Great stuff, y'all. Appreciate y'all. Zoe Williams up out of here. Great show.